loves its Razorbacks, but in Miller County, it's a different beast they talk about.
So we're going to smoke in the deer blind.
Took a trip down to Fouke to speak with some locals and some monster hunters.
We'll smoke a little bit and we'll show y'all some clips that tells you a little bit about my hometown. We got a little bit of a legend around here. Smoking on some bombsicle. Just gonna smoke this quick little bowl and get into the clip. It's actually a news clip. I think it's like ABC News, Channel 7 or something like that. It's weird being in the hunting blind, not hunting. Yeah, we're kind of out in the woods right now. Let me spin you around and I'll show you out the window. See lots of wildlife out here. See deer, coyotes, hogs, foxes, all the little vermin, armadillo, raccoons, possums. I got mud all over me. How did that? Yeah, I walked out here and there's a big tree laying on top of my deer blind. It's kind of way up in the air, so not a whole lot I can do about it. It's not messing with it structurally. It dented the galvanized aluminum on top. But it's too big for me to just, I might can push it off. Kind of scared to do that from way up here. big box of these in my blind for when it's cold. It's kind of chilly right now. It's in the low 50s. I ain't fixing to use them. But I got a box of these in here. A big jug of water. You never know when you're gonna need a little bit of water to put a fire out, or I don't know. I'd rather have it and not need it, and need it and not have it. You can kind of see my house and barn from here. About the clip I'm going to show y'all. I'm from a place called Fouke, Arkansas. It's real close to the Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas state lines. Close to Oklahoma. Why we call it the 4 states area. But there's a really big legend of like a Sasquatch, Bigfoot type thing around here. I mean, I've heard crazy stuff, but I've never seen anything that's gonna make me say that there's Bigfoot out here. But I really love the old movie. It's called The Legend of Boggy Creek. It's good. I didn't bring my drink out here. So peaceful out here. You can hear birds way off. Yeah. From the end of my driveway, you can see the sign where it says Boggy Creek. If nobody stole it yet, they keep having to replace it. I go down there exploring all the time through the woods. I mean, it's real thick. Like, probably gonna need a machete. But I love going down there exploring stuff. Sometimes I take the kids with me. My son likes doing stuff more than, I mean, my daughter, can't really blame her. She, don't get me wrong, she gets out and plays in the mud. And she don't mind going in the woods. Might even have to force her to wear shoes. But I think my son likes exploring more than my daughter does. Yeah, we've loved living here. Everybody carries guns and stuff out here. Like, you better think twice if you fuck around and find out here. Alright, y'all. Enjoy this clip. I'll be back with you in a minute. This clip's brought to you by me, motherfucker. I ain't got no sponsor. Brought to you by me.
Arkansas loves its Razorbacks, but in Miller County, it's a different beast they talk about. Channel 7's Andrew Mobley took a trip down to Fouke to speak with some locals and some monster hunters.
For decades, locals in the small town of Fouke have said that something inhuman stalks the deep, dark swamps in their region. The Fouke monster. Reba Killian was a little girl when she says she first saw the creature on a late-night drive.
7.5 to 8 feet tall. And we just started screaming. We were banging on the truck trying to get our parents to stop because we were kids. Nobody was going to believe us. And we used to run those woods all the time in between my house and her house. And after that, I said, no more. I'm not going back in those woods. It could have snapped us like a twig if it wanted to.
Reports of the creature go back over a century ago, but the most famous rash of sightings occurred in the early 70s, when a family claimed to have been attacked by the beast in their house at night. The incident generated so much media attention that the monster became national news, putting Fouke on the map and bringing monster hunters from around the country, much to locals' dismay.
You get people coming in and they bringing their guns and their dogs and everything else and tromping through, tearing down fences.
Many were afraid of other kinds of negative attention their personal accounts of the monster may bring.
People are private back over there and they don't like to be ridiculed, and a lot of times they get ridiculed when they say they saw something,
No reason to bring it up to anybody. It is what it is. I'm not going to hunt in certain areas. There's several areas of this countryside here that I will never go into again to hunt.
It wasn't long before a movie was made about the attack and other encounters. Folk horror as much as a documentary, the wildly successful 1972 film, entitled The Legend of Boggy Creek, forever cemented the Fouke or Boggy Creek monster in the town's identity. In the many years since then, monster sightings have continued, the most recent occurring just weeks ago.
First thought it was a deer, but I said, no, that's no deer. It had too big of a body mass. It's reddish orange. Looked to me kind of like a orangutan.
Locals claim other evidence is often found as well.
It's got a little bunion on the side, and we've since then seen several more tracks in the woods, and it looks like the same individual.
Some in the area have dedicated their lives to pursuing and studying the elusive beast.
Generally, this is one of the structures that you find the most of, will be an X structure. Now, I don't know if it means this is the edge of my territory. I don't know if it means keep out or whatever it is, but this was actually done by Bigfoot.
It's not hard to believe there might be a monster in the Sulphur River bottoms, massive swamplands extending for many tens of thousands of acres into deep, boggy forests. Folks say some areas deep in the heart of the bottoms have yet to be explored by humans.
I've got a lot of good friends that lives back in the bottoms and grew up in the bottoms, and some of them are dead and gone now, and they had some sightings themselves. They have no reason whatsoever to make up a story, because they wasn't trying to make anything out of it.
On dark nights, deep in the bottoms, locals say you can hear the monster's lonesome howl. The following is a recording taken by Denny's brother, Ricky Roberts. The monster, originally a curse on Fouke, is now the town's golden goose, thanks in part to the Monster Mart. Owned and operated by Denny, it contains an impressive and ever-expanding Fouke Monster Museum and serves up the best Hunt Brothers pizza in the region.
Used to, we wouldn't get people from Texarkana even hardly ever come around here at all. Now they just make a special trip down here to come. But that tells me that, this is great for our community.
Locals have multiple theories about what the creature might be.
I tend to believe there's something out there. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it's, there's a lot of speculation on what it could be.
My family's part Native American, and I know what their belief is, that it's a supernatural being. And it can be here one minute and somewhere else another. And you only see it when it wants you to see it.
Whatever they believe about the Fouke monster, locals agree that something unexplained lurks in the Sulphur River bottoms.
It changes your whole belief system on everything when you have your first sighting. Things exist that we're not told exist, that the world is bigger than we ever thought.
First off, I want to thank the good folks in Fouke for being so welcoming and showing me around the swamps. But let's be honest, there's probably no such thing as the Fouke monster.
Appreciate you guys hanging out. Now you know a little bit about the town I come from. Maybe check out the movie. It's called Legend of Boggy Creek. Make sure you give this a like, subscribe if you you had any interest in the video. I appreciate it. Cheers. This part of that log up there, part of this tree right here.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of subscribing and giving a thumbs up to our videos. Did you know that when you subscribe to our channel, you're not only showing your support, but you're also helping us create more content that you love? By subscribing, you're telling the algorithm that our videos are relevant and interesting to you, which means we'll show up higher in your feed. And guess what? When you give a thumbs up to our videos, it's like a virtual high five, telling us that you enjoyed our content, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. It means the world to us, and we can't wait to bring you more awesome content in the future. Before we wrap up, I just want to remind you to follow us on social media, where we share even more exciting updates and behind-the-scenes content. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out, and we appreciate it more than you know. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.